They know they talk that stick talk.
Yo, what's up, everybody, and welcome to Slick Talk Real Convos, where we have real conversations with real people, and we are coming to you live from the Henny Cave. I'm your host, Rick Wandika, aka Slick Rick. My first guest on the podcast has been my best friend for 11 years. We've gone through so much together. My friend here joining us today is
Jen,
aka Jen and Juice, aka Panini, aka White Claw Mommy.
on the block, the one and only. Anybody else is phony, period.
So this has been suggested to me for a long time to do a podcast, and as you saw in my last video, I kind of discussed the rebrand of the Real Rundown to Slick Talk Real Combos, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. This is obviously our first podcast. We're starting off very humble. We're starting off with mini mics and a ring light and a camera in my garage, but it is called the Henny Cave, and this goes back years. So just quick background on the setting is I've lived in this house my whole life. I've been blessed to say that, and back like in 2017, it was me and my mom and my brother living here. My sister's wife moved in. And when they did, they cleaned out the garage because they just had a bunch of junk in here. We took my dad's truck out and he took it back. And they kind of they allowed me to make this into a kicking spot. We still have the fridge. We had old couches in here. We put the old TV in here. It's kind of been, the kicking spot for the last 8 years. And when we used to hang out and go out all the time, at the time it was you, me, our friend Joe, and your man at the time. We would drink, us three specifically, because we weren't a big Henny drinker. But you were the one that coined the term Henny Boys.
Mm-hmm.
And even after that, when we started kicking it in here more, I think you started calling it the Henny Cave during COVID.
Yep.
So
I was really into Batman for some reason.
Yeah, that's right.
So I was like, the Henny Cave.
Yeah.
I would to the Henny Cave. Well, I love Batman in general, so it's like it just kind of came natural one day, and then it stuck.
Yeah, no,
it stuck.
That's right. That's exactly how.
Yeah, because I was really obsessed with. I don't know why at that point. It was cool. Yeah, I just was watching a lot of movies, and I've always loved Batman though. I want to make that clear.
Yeah, just
but it was I was just like to the Henny Cave. And I love the old school ones with George Clooney and stuff, where they'd play this super dramatic music. So I just felt that was appropriate, and it stuck.
Yeah, you're right. Because I think we were during COVID when things weren't open, we would go to the park or. You go to your house, yeah. No.
We'd go to the hearing that out loud is crazy.
Yeah,
because niggas was going to the park.
We would just go,
bruh.
We'd go to the store,
pick up some drinks,
go to the park,
like delinquents.
Yeah, I mean, no bars go.
Yeah,
but there were times where we'd be out and about or getting food or whatever. Oh, what are we doing now? And you would go to the Henny Cave.
I was like, to the Henny Cave. No, this is one of my favorite spots to be. It's always been. It's kind of funny how you how you're saying it's a legacy thing because you've lived here your whole life, and then it became a part of my life, and I always find myself ending up back here in the Henny Cave. No matter what big life event I have, at the end of it, I'm just sitting on that couch that I love, that I've actually gone to sleep on multiple times.
Drew.
Yeah, so it's
the homie Drew.
Yeah, shout out.
He always, whenever we come through watching basketball, football, whatever.
Yeah, this was our flagship, if you will. This was just our main base, and it's low key a safe space for me. I love the Henny Cave. I love the Henny Cave.
And it's obviously we've had our kicking spots over the years in other people's houses. I know back when we were in high school, we used to go to the homie Matt's house. Shout out to Matt. And then I know our friend Joe, his mom's place became a kicking spot.
For holidays especially.
Oh, for sure.
Holiday time, it was always going to Joe's mom's house.
Yeah, and then here, honestly, I'm trying to think. I'm missing anybody.
My house, when I used to live out here,
when you had your
and I had my apartment in Azusa, basketball season, my house was always the spot.
Yeah, we would go there to watch.
Drew would even come by himself sometimes. Yeah. Because, still there and all that.
That was more during COVID too, but it became again safe spaces.
Oh man, I miss COVID.
Low key,
I hate to say it, I miss COVID, man. And I know it's no, yeah, they can't pick up sound, so it's fine. There's a bunch of little kids. And it's honestly, this is creative and this is nice, refreshing. It's like the movie It.
These kids are good.
These kids are gonna die. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
This will be cut out. So
Dark humor. No, keep it.
we'll go ahead. We'll go ahead and cheers now.
Yes.
Salud. To the
Salud.
first episode. Thank you for coming in.
We are going to be doing, when I come in, because I do plan on coming in more,
Mm-hmm.
we are going to be doing a drink of the day. It's just that it's Monday, so it's a restart day for Ricky.
Yeah, I don't drink drink.
But we are still going to introduce our drinks and get in the habit of it. So I'm having a skinny paloma.
And I'm drinking water with electrolyte packet.
And that's what we're doing. So yeah, that's our marks of the day.
So we can go back, like you said about COVID. It was an era.
Oh my gosh.
As shitty as it was for all of us, like the world at large, it was a terrible time. We made the best of it. As friends, as a group, we really did our best to kind of maintain our normal lives because we're very social people.
But we already had our group.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, if you were a group in COVID, oh my gosh, you were lit.
And then we just went to brunch a couple weeks ago with the homie Ruben.
Yeah. I love that place, by the way.
It was cool. I was laughing because during COVID, we would play 2K online on the game because we couldn't hang out. And this might be protein shakes.
I'm dead. This is real life.
Yeah.
Protein shakes is important. Get your protein in. I'm on a calorie deficit myself, but
so yeah, no, we were talking about all the times we used to play 2K during COVID, and it was just a crazy but great time. Like those times I miss.
Yeah.
So obviously
it is your protein.
Yeah, for sure.
Now we can just take a quick intermission.
Yeah, that's cool.
Hey, man, come on. I'm dead.
Everybody walks up.
Come here, man.
Yeah, COVID was just a different time, and I'm glad we made it through. Because I know some people who sadly didn't. I almost didn't.
Right. No, literally, I was gonna say that. Like, all respect to the fallen, COVID was a very real thing. Mm-hmm. It was something to take seriously. So I feel like when we talk about our personal escapades during the pandemic, we knew the risk that we were taking, but also take into account that basically all of our family was already like quarantining us. Mm-hmm. So we kind of quarantined within the group that we had when it started. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because it's like, I remember, like, for not to be burnt, but like, for example, like your sister and like you had other family members who were like quarantined, mm-hmm. like not leaving the room, mm-hmm. like, and then, but you weren't, but you didn't like put anyone at risk. I don't know if that's coming out right. And I know some people are gonna disagree regardless, because it's like, oh, going out at all was a risk. But it's like, okay, well, you know, I took the vaccine and then got it right after. So it's like everything was a risk, you know? So, you're good. Oh, they're biting you? These skeeters, man. That was great. But
so we outside in the garage.
Yeah, and the mosquitoes are out, honey. Honestly, I've never, especially in LA County, I've never seen so many like mosquitoes, and it's giving much more humid. It's giving much more tropical. So, climate change is real. Yeah. Yeah, just letting that out, putting that out there. It's a little side note.
Yeah, no, you said it right. Like, people were quarantining my family. My sister and my mom and my sister-in-law were very serious. My brother he was serious, but he wasn't as vocal as they were.
Mm-hmm. So but they all quarantined.
So when I was hanging out with you, and we'd hang out with Joe, and we'd hang out for bleeping stuff, right?
Yeah, names, always.
And, you know.
Right, we were already all together, and like.
So we would just hang out. And
yeah.
I know they didn't like it. Everyone was scared, and that's understandable. But, and it's probably not the best way to live, but I've always just kind of figured, like, tomorrow's not promised.
It's not.
As healthy as you are, it's not promised.
And because I don't want to get too political, so I won't even go too deep into it. I do blame a lot of the fact that there was a lot of ignorance. Everybody was brand new. We had no idea what the virus actually was. We were being given like wrong statistics, wrong
Information,
numbers.
yeah.
Yeah, just misinformation. A lot of misinformation happened in the first 6 months of COVID, and I really do believe after that first like year, because we were in it for what, like two,
3.
three. So after the first year, when we actually really saw the real information and like people online and social media sharing their actual stories, and when I started meeting people personally whose family members
Mm-hmm.
who unfortunately passed away, or like, and then you lost a huge amount. Like, yeah, you were bedridden.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you were bedridden,
It was so bad.
bound to your bed. You know,
Yeah.
for me, when I caught it, it was annoying because I had no symptoms.
Oh,
So I had
yeah.
to sit there broke. And I caught it right before COVID pay. I'm pissed about this. I caught it right before COVID pay. So when I got hired on my job and caught it, they were like, all right, we'll see you in 2 weeks with no
Yeah,
pay.
I remember that.
So I had to sit there idle. Don't like being idle.
You didn't test positive for it, but you felt like you had it, right? Before?
No, I got the no. I applied for this.
Oh no, this was later.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got the I'm sorry, there's a big old June bug, and I don't play with those. We call them June bugs.
No, that's a beetle.
That's a June bug.
Bro, June bugs.
We call June bugs. I call them June bugs. Don't take away my childhood from me right now.
Bro, June bugs are small.
Don't take away what little gem.
That's either wood or that's a June bug.
Okay. Okay. Either way, I work in the medical field, so no matter what you do, you have to show very current vaccination records. So right after being vaccinated and going to work, there was also a responsibility to get tested, like annually, at every job, kind of low key.
Yeah.
So I literally 2 days later, when it was annual testing, I tested positive, and it was right before whatever president we had. To be honest, such a blur. Didn't give us COVID pay, so they were like, I was like, so what am I gonna do? And they were like, go home. So I was like, I had a job and was hired, but like couldn't go to work. And it was like it was such a humbling experience. But also COVID in general, let's take it back and make it light. We all changed drastically. The trajectory of our friendship group, us personally as adults, our lives changed drastically. And I think everyone watching can agree that in some way or fashion or form, their lives flipped, bro.
Yeah, no, I think you said it right. The trajectory of people's lives and friendships, relationships, work, the careers, stuff like that, it really did change a lot. Like at the time, I had just I had just gotten let go right before COVID. I had just gotten let go from my job. We'll bleep it out with.
Yeah, which is crazy.
And yeah, it was some BS.
Yeah, it's always some BS.
It is. That's for another episode probably. But
yeah.
So I got let go in November 2019. I was out of work for 2 months. I found a job working for a floor cleaning company, but I had already applied for unemployment. They didn't give it to me, and so we went to court, and I fought for my unemployment because I felt like I was wrongfully terminated off the rip. And when I got to court, argued my case, and the judge ruled in my favor, so I ended up getting back pay for COVID. That was in January. I got my pay in March, and obviously that's when they had us go on quarantine and everything started shutting down in the early to middle of March.
Luckily for me, I was a manager at the mall, so we were the first ones to go.
Yeah.
They shut literally middle of my shift. They shut the mall down. They were like, go home, and then they were like, apply for unemployment. So I was paid. I was being paid. But I was blessed.
The funny thing was that floor cleaning company, I was there starting in January, and the last time I ever worked for them was April. I never got fired.
Right.
I never quit.
Yeah.
Like, we just never went back to each other, I guess. But they did pay me unemployment, so I appreciate it.
Right.
Because I got that unemployment, I got unemployment, and I got, the stimulus?
The stimulus check.
And then
and we got 2 of those, didn't we?
Yeah, and then plus the extra $600 on top.
Yeah.
I was making stupid money.
Everyone was rich and happy.
And that's
everyone from all classes. We were all outside, all rich. They were like, "Stay inside." We was outside.
I helped my mom get this door.
No, yeah, like you made upgrades to the crib, to the backyard.
Yeah.
Like no, like niggas made investments for sure.
I wish I would have. I mean, we could have made.
I made investments on my body. Mostly, I got a lot of great tattoos, and I got a lot of great cover-ups.
I was like,
No,
where's it?
during COVID
Yeah.
season was my tattoo
No, I
season.
remember. But I was like plastic surgery.
Oh no, I got my lips done too though,
Yeah.
and I'm an advocate for doing whatever makes you feel good. So ladies, do what you want. I've always wanted my lips done, and I wanted them to be dramatic. And like during COVID, everyone's half off from the crib, so it's like I'm going getting Botox for a hell of a price. Hell of a price.
Yeah, no, we're enjoying life during COVID.
We became the closest, and then also like became the most destructive friend group ever within that time frame. Like we became so close to the point to where we learned who each other really was. Like COVID was a time where like the people you were close to, we saw true colors. Because not even that, but just also the politics of like people who were mad at their family and friends who weren't quarantining. Oh my god.
Yeah, no,
that was crazy.
It did a lot was unleashed during COVID.
Oh yeah.
It's cool, like I said, we made it through. And I think honestly that obviously that was a really hard time for both of us, but I know for you more so. And I think throughout that year, at least for sure 2020 and then to end the year, I think that's really it wasn't like a test of our friendship, but I think like you just said, it showed real true colors.
But that's exactly what it was though.
Yeah,
It truly was.
So you saw like not that throughout the first 6 years of our friendship from 2014 to 2020, like we were cool. We were on our own even playing fields. We were doing our own things. I was a single young man. You were in your relationship, and then during 2020, that flipped. Got into my first relationship, and then unfortunately, you and your
my long term, like we ended things, and you got a girlfriend, and
But-
I was like, whoa,
but-
like yeah, it was a different. I loved every minute of it though.
No, it was fine.
I soaked it all up. I was like, dude, I love seeing you be a boyfriend. Like it was just the partner he picked that unfortunately,
things don't work
out.
But I didn't bring that up.
We wish everyone the best though.
I didn't bring that up to be burnt.
No, we don't.
I brought that up to just kind of emphasize the point that like you and I really got, like you said, we got close.
Oh man,
because you were going through your stuff, and we are going through stuff. But again, you had been so like stable and steady for so long in your relationship.
Yeah, no, I was going through. I was in a 7-year relationship. Just to give context, really brief, because this isn't that kind of podcast.
Nah.
But I was in a 7-year relationship, and it was in a decline the year before kind of COVID hit. And then when COVID hit, and this is the first time saying this out loud, he was what's it called when they were like the mandatory workers?
He was
an essential worker. So he didn't get the time off.
Yeah.
So I think that there was a lot of animosity there because like I just sat at home, even though I was still handling my business financially with our home. It is what it is. Like it kind of like I said, it showed the true colors and kind of accelerated what was already going to happen. So yeah, we broke up during COVID, which is like not a great era to break up because no one's touring homes or wanting roommates. Like so by the grace when he was with his partner, and they were in a great place and like we were in a great place. Like there was once a time where it was very positive. I will give it that. She had an extra bedroom or a bedroom that she was willing to give up because she needed help with her condo. So I was blessed to go and move straight into a condo right after that situation for a few months. But still, it was my home. You feel me? And like it was at least my settling place until I moved to my permanent home back in my hometown. But yeah, no, I changed completely as a person.
Yeah.
100%. And like that's why I tested our friendship because you'd known this Jen for you know what I mean?
6 years.
And I didn't change I don't think I changed too much as a person. It was my actions.
Yeah, the behavior.
It was my behaviors. And it was like some things like you couldn't handle and like we got to a place where you had to sit me down and like talk boundaries. But that's why I feel like we're even closer now because I was like, dang, this person respects me so much that he's like not gonna ghost me.
Yeah.
He's gonna like sit me down and give me the opportunity to let me know, hey, you're fucking up, or like, hey, like I don't like this, and like I want to remain friends, but this is my boundary, you know, and that meant so much to me because people don't do that.
Yeah.
That's not regular, and that all ties in with our friendship, male, female, platonic, purely platonic from beginning to now. It's rare. There's usually some like type of underlining whatever, but like, and that's what we've kind of suffered with the accusations from jump, but we like are holding strong, and like it's so funny. I love how we both didn't care. I was like, oh, like let me stop being your friend, because I was like, you sound stupid. Like my response was like, yeah, if we were, you'd know. It's just like common sense. Like, you think we're hiding it from y'all? You guys are not that important. No tea, no shade. Friends till the end. But like, I'm not, oh, I'm so scared of what they're gonna say.
Yeah.
You know, like that was never the case.
So, we met back working at the retail store in the mall back in 2014, and our friendship, in my opinion, really started picking up. Obviously, we were cool. Like when we first started working, we were always just very cool and friendly and social. You, me, and our manager at the time, our assistant manager at the time, who was my friend from high school. Overall, it was just a cool little environment. And then I think you and I really got close when I started giving you rides home. I didn't know what your situation was, but I just remember that one day it was like 8 o'clock and closed at 9, and you were like, "Oh, I'm about to head out," and I said, "Oh, that's really cool." Like not in some like we're just curious.
Yeah, like keep what like yeah. Why
like,
aren't you staying the extra 30 minutes? Like, why are you giving up 30 minutes? I'm like, I gotta take the bus. I take 2 buses to work
and home.
And he was like, yeah, like back and forth. And he was like, what? I'm like, yeah.
And I said, where do you live? And you told me, and I said, bro, I said, that's like on my way home. I said, if you want to stay, like I can give you a ride after work. You want to help close. And
I'm like, who would say no? It's like, yeah, I would be losing the 30 minutes. So when you gave me the 30 minutes back, I was like, well, yeah, I'll help you close. Like, and we could both just chill and get this bread, you know?
So it was easy. And then, you were literally on the way, literally like not even a mile this way coming from the mall. And it just made sense to me to do that. So I think that's really where we started.
No, that's where we started. And that's where I knew personally. And I won't make it too deep or whatever, but it's like I had been in LA County and West Covina for a long time, no friends. I loved my partner, but like you need more than your partner. You need friendship. You need camaraderie. And he was the first person to just like treat me regular. Like just it felt regular. And then the conversation was funny. It was light. Like we both had like the same humor. And I'm a big person. I gotta laugh, bro. To like you in some way or fashion or form, like you gotta make me laugh. And vice versa. Like so once I learned that about you, I trusted you more, you know? Because also I had a partner, and like I wasn't out here fast tailing, and like I knew you were young, but it didn't matter. It's just like that's how things worked. But the more I got to know you as a person, and just like as a man, like you were a gentleman from jump. As a young man, you were always a gentleman, and like for me, not everyone can pick up on stuff like that, but like as an empath, for me, I picked up on it really quick, and so yeah, and then like me being able to tell you naturally too, like it not being like a sob story because I was grown and like I made it happen. Like 2 buses is nothing when I'm making a check, you know what I mean? So it's like for you to see that and be like, dang, that's crazy. Like you did that, but let me help you because we're helping each other because we're the only 2 people here working. Like, so it's like, dang, you come into work every day on 2 buses to come and help me because you were eventually my manager. So I feel like that was just a sign of respect. Like, you know what? Let me give that back. Because like that's crazy. People don't do that. Like, and I felt seen. Because people don't do that. They don't take 2 buses. And we're talking rain, we talking heat, like we talking sometimes the bus don't come. So it's and like I would come to work with a smile. I would never be like, oh no, the bus. Never. 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 So I think he just saw, I think he saw like you saw like an ethic in me that you also have. Because we do both have like, I don't want to say obsessive because that sounds negative, but when we like dig into something or we want something or we say something, we do it
Like this.
like
This
this.
podcast.
Yeah, like we literally talked about this like less than 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
and here we are, and like yeah, and we're in it.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think obviously we built our relationship off the foundation of working together in something like this, and something the size of this garage,
It's smaller.
being this close all day, shooting the shit all day, and then obviously I became friends with your man at the time, and everything was smooth for a while. Um, what would you say for us has been like aside from the COVID time? Has there been any other like huge obstacles that you feel we've overcome?
Oh, my breakup.
Uh-huh.
Because when we became friends, I immediately had to introduce you to my partner, and we were fresh.
Yeah.
So
Like,
you
about a
were
year in.
at a year. We
Yeah.
dated for 7. So you knew him for 6 years.
Mhm.
And you knew us as a unit. You knew our house. You knew his job. Like you were his friend.
Yeah.
You were. And like I encouraged it. I was like, "What?" Like cuz he wasn't the most social person, so to see him be social with someone that I also loved, like it was great.
Yeah.
Like what? Like now we can all hang out and that's like bestie. So like we're lit, you know? So when I broke up with him, pause, but it was like you broke up with him too. Pause. But like you lost someone
yeah.
too. So it was a very major, and then in the breakup, you saw traits in him you had never seen before. Same here. So we both kind of went through, even though it was, a friend for you, is my whole man, but still, I could feel that you felt my pain. Like you felt my betrayal. Like you felt not no tea, no shade, but like what I was going through. I could tell that you were like, damn, what the fuck?
Yeah, that was.
You were like, what the fuck? Like it was like a breakup for it was like a breakup for you because you were like, wait, what? Huh? And I told you and like how and then you got to see it for yourself too.
Yeah.
And that's what so unfortunate
Yeah.
because I did not want that to be the case.
I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, I think that was.
People make their beds.
Yeah.
People make their beds. That just goes to show, and this is where I will get shady. He never really fucked with you like that in the first place. Because it's like if he respected the friendship that y'all had, but outside of us, he wouldn't have done that. Like he looked so stupid.
I always laugh. And I hear this a lot, and I know I've heard it from you a lot, which is, that. And again, this is people tell me this, and I appreciate it. Them saying like you're such a great friend. You do things for people that I'd never heard anyone else do, and that's just really me. That's really how I love people around me. And it's sad to say, I think we just had this discussion, but I explained this to my mom. Like, I love my mom. I love my brother and sister. I love my dad, my whole family, obviously. But as far as like when it came to growing up, my siblings and I didn't really get along. So I wasn't like super close with my siblings. We loved each other. I love my brother and my sister and vice versa. So, but we just didn't hang out. Like, me and my sister played outside when we were kids. My brother wasn't really an outside kid. And then when we would be inside playing, we all kind of did our own thing. He didn't like what I liked. I didn't like what he liked. He kind of more liked what my sister liked, but even he was the annoying little brother. For me, I say all that to say, like, my friends to me are like my family because my family growing up, my closest person to me growing up was probably my older cousin, but I only saw him a handful of times a year. Whereas my friends, you go to school with them. As you get older, you go to work with them. You hang out with them outside of work, outside of school. And that's really where my friendships developed and like my bonds and my
We
love.
definitely created a family.
Oh, for sure. And I know we had just talked about this when we went to Laughlin for Joe's birthday. His girlfriend asked how this group came together. And it was just me, him, and Taurus out there for his birthday with his family. But we have a group that extends out like 15 deep, I think, still, including significant others. And the story of everything that's transpired since my friends, like a close group of friends that graduated in 2013, story of how it came together is really funny. But I bring it up to say, like you said, I lost a friend from your man, but people come and go, have come and gone throughout the
Oh,
last,
absolutely.
even in your time, the last 11 years.
Yeah.
Like it's been,
Our group has shifted and I circling back to COVID, COVID
it did,
it started it.
it did.
What was the domino effect? And then everything after that just started like I don't want to say falling apart, falling into place. Because there's no shade. People are going to sometimes not be friends forever. People are going to sometimes find other ventures in life, move to other states, anything. So it's like, I think it's a blessing to be able to have that experience at all, especially with society and how antisocial and inside everyone is. For me to say that, like, oh yeah, like my friend has a garage with a pool table in it, bro, think about it. Like you can't really say that for a lot of people in our age group now because people just don't. They're more selfish. They're more introverted.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I've held in pride about the group. Like as imperfect as we are, we're a group. Like we find the courage to make events or like have birthday events and invite each other and have group chats and like things that people aren't doing anymore. People are talking to chat GPT and it's like and I like to the points where I thought about it. It's like, dang, is it that good? And it's like that's crazy. The fact that I'm like, should I talk to this automated system to make me feel better? Insane.
Yeah.
So I'm so thankful for the imperfections, the falling outs, the because like it still makes us the group because it's still a group like of what's left. Like
still a lot left.
and it's still a lot. Yeah, it's like people coming and it's like it's a living thing. So people can come.
Yeah.
People can still our group can still grow, you know
Absolutely.
what I mean? Like and I mean it. Like I'm trying to go to each other's weddings. Like I'm trying to like this, you know what I mean? Like so
Cookouts forever.
cookouts forever, backyard boogies never gonna stop.
Aside from me, and like, it doesn't have to be a best friend, obviously, but like, what's your longest friendship with somebody you can just hit up now and just hang out and kind of be like nothing's changed?
Um, un- it's unfortunate because the most. She's been in my life for a while now. She also actually, it's like you met me at the beginning of. She met me at the end. Like literally, she met me months before I moved in with your ex.
Mm-hmm.
So it's Julia.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really funny because Julia, she's not that much younger than me. I believe she's like 25, 26. Don't get mad at me, Julia. But me being 32, and at the time I met her, I was like 20 something, mid 20s. She wasn't even 21. Like, I think it was giving like 19, 20. But like, it was like, we vibed. And I met her on Twitter, as random as that is. Like, we just followed each other because like our memes were really hilarious. It's a humor thing with me. Like, if we share the same humor and stuff. And like, I just assumed she was grown because it's like, what 19, 20 is following me, you know? And then when we met and like in person, and it was a great time. Great time. Um, I asked her how old she was. I guess it never came up. And I was like, how old are you? And she's like, oh, I'm 19. Or like something really young. And I was like, girl, I'm 25, 26. Like, so like, but still same thing. I don't know. I'm an empath. So it's like when you see something in someone and they see something in you and it's cohesive and it works, then who cares? And like she, was very different when it came to like our bonding experience though. Me and you bonded in a very like military
It was like it was almost like trauma bond.
yeah.
Almost.
I was gonna say I was gonna say that we trauma bonded. So we're like locked. Me and her, we actually got to go through like like get to know you, but later on though, we trauma bonded. But she was already family though, and that's why she was even in the position to be going through trauma with me, because my friends, they be family because I don't have a lot of them. Like I have a good friend group because of you. I'm literally here by association. I'll say that. Like that's why like certain events I won't go to, certain things I won't speak on because I respect the history and the loyalty. But at the same time, we're not gonna say I didn't earn I earned my spot. I put myself out there. I wanted to get to know the group. I made separate relationships and friendships. Like, I put the effort in.
Mhm.
Like, I'm a household name. Like, my jersey's up too. My jersey's up too. Cause sometimes, like, no tea, no shade, but it's just like my jersey's up. That's all I'm gonna say.
I mean, we love Julia. I was thinking more of someone like you don't talk to all the time or you don't see all the time,
Mm.
like an Olivia.
Yeah, and it's like I would say Olivia, and I guess it would be Olivia. Because if she were to hit me up today, it would be no like, oh, I gotta see you, da da da.
Mm-hmm.
No question.
Same.
She became a mother though,
No, of course.
and when she became a mother, was at the like in my single era,
Yeah.
very 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 low frequency
Also
vibes.
also during COVID.
Yeah, very low frequency vibes. I wasn't um what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say good friend, but like I was of no good use
At
to
that
any
time.
at that time to be in your life every day.
Mhm.
Like I had to come in doses at that time.
Mhm.
And I knew that. No, I knew that. I was on a sick one, dude. And but what like I recognize that, and I think that's so important when it comes to friendships in general is like you're going to go through your phases, you're going to go through your eras, you're going to go but it's like to not project and to still have that compassion or like empathy towards my friends. It's dude, friendships are like relationships, dog. They are. They really, really are. It's all about connection. And it's all about how you care for each other and how you prioritize each other. It's all one and the same. And like, um, I, s- I guess to put it in a nutshell, female and male friendships, platonic, do 100% exist, and they do get they're gonna always be questioned.
Mhm.
They're gonna always be put in the spotlight. But like, I guess just we're a living testimony, and like that was a big motivator for this podcast to show that it's real.
Yeah.
Like it's really happening to us right now. Like the friendship that we have, it's still, even though we're decade in, like we're still building. Like bro, like how much more we have to explore. What?
And I think I agree with you in the sense of like that's why you starting off the podcast is very fitting. That's why bringing in friends of mine who have so much to talk about, but it's real, genuine conversations. Obviously, we're starting off with humble beginnings, so I'm not gonna have like celebrities or social media personalities, crazy. But people that I know that are in certain industries, like sports industry, media industry, my friends.
Our world.
Yeah, and these are my friends. People I call my friends that I can consider friends, and we can have good conversations and just show the real like chemistry and bond that I built with these people over the years, yourself included. And yeah, I agree with the platonic. Obviously, we live it, but I also look at from my previous job working at a high school, what I call my work bestie. Shout out to Jocelyn. Um, her and I started talking. We shared an office space for my last year there, which was this past year, and we would just, hey, good morning, how are you? How's it going? And she would tell me about. And she's married. She's been with her husband for 20 years. Her oldest son is 18.
See, and they're work besties, and it's like I don't know. There's a lot of, not to cut you off, but there's so much social media that's pushing out there like work wife,
No,
and it doesn't.
that's no,
That's not
she's my work bestie for sure.
for sure.
So like she would call me her roomie because we shared office space.
Yeah.
For me, it was always funny, and she's like one of the sweetest people ever. She would tell me about her husband, her kids, her other family, her friends, and for me, I would always just tell her about my friends and what's going on in my life at the time. I don't think she'd want to do this podcast. If she did, that'd be really funny. But yeah, my point being that there's platonic, you know, opposite gender friendships that don't need to have underlying sexual undertones
Or anything at all, dude. Like
nothing
literally,
romantic,
it could be just
nothing.
two human beings who meet
They're cool.
and are and they're friends.
They can just talk about some real shit.
Yeah, and I think we need to get out of this archaic idea that no, only girls and boys can be friends. Because if you're a boy and she's a girl, then you have to be kissing. Like, dude, you like, yeah, that's how y'all sound. But that's how y'all sound. ridiculous, like childish. Like, so if that's the case, because let's take that logic and apply it to everything. That means if I go to work and my manager is male, there's a chance he'll try to fuck. No, because he understands. Oh yeah, this one's loud. The joints need a little oil, so he didn't even finish the can. You see that? Is he embarrassed? I think he's embarrassed. I think we embarrassed him. Yeah, that he entered, bro. I'd be like, hey, excuse me, pull back. There's still rubbish in here. Yeah, our last point was just that platonic, opposite gender relationships exist. They happen every day. And it's really genuinely I'm not listen, the memes they come from somewhere. So there are women who will be best friends with the male to use them, or vice versa. Or there will be males who will be best friends because they eventually want to smash. These are things that do exist. But can we give space for this too? Because this is also a thing. Like my mother, her best friend was a male, and she was the best woman at his wedding. And we've seen this.
And that's gonna be.
And what you mean tucks down? Tucks cinch waist, tucks down though. So it's like, yeah, like no, like I think it's a great introduction for us and our rapport. We'll obviously talk about like more like messy, like fun stuff. But we needed to get this straight, not only for the introduction of us, but for a lot of people out there going through this that just don't get talked about.
So yeah, I mean, overall, we've been through a lot together. You are my best friend. You've been my best friend, no matter where we are in our lives. Or all that. Yeah, I'm not trying to get super like emotional or what's the word, like sentimental, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I can be, but no, I just say all that to say, like, I really do love and appreciate you as a person, and we've been through a lot together, and I hope we go through,
the rest of it.
Yeah,
literally.
But like in better ways.
Oh no, rich.
Living comfort. I'll say comfort.
Yeah, no, we we in the boat. What you doing? I'm on the yacht. Like no, yes, let's throw some on the grill. Yeah, so that's where I'm trying to end. You got the kids, I got the kids. Let's throw something on the grill.
Yeah, so
and tell your wife like to bring my favorite. Like I want to be friends with your wife. I want you to be friends with my husband. Like we're family. Like you know what I mean. Like just as incorporated as you are with my siblings and my mother now. Like I want it to be. Yeah, I don't want. This is it for me. Like, and not a lot of people can say that, bro.
Yeah.
And I think this could maybe be a motivator for people. Like, open up your mind and or check yourself. Because if you can't be around the opposite gender without being sexual, I'm sorry, there's an issue there. I'll leave it at that. There's layers to it, but if you cannot find any kind of like worth in a woman besides her being one and you're a dude, you've got to look in the mirror, my guy.
No, I agree. And honestly, for me, like, to be burnt as hell with, you know my history.
Yeah.
So, like, if anyone like me can have a platonic best friend, like, again, I said this before, I could look at you and say you're beautiful and you're an attractive woman, but I don't have, even me, like, with my high-ass drive, I don't look at you like, oh, yeah, like, it's about that. No, I don't. Because, one, I love you too much, and I love what the friendship we built up. And two, like, there's other women.
Yeah, it's like I see literally, like, yeah, literally. Thank you. Like, would you really ruin a bond that could like change your life for something that's gonna last 20 minutes when you can get that anywhere? That means like, once again, you need some help, bro. Like, look in the mirror, my guy.
Honestly, that's always kind of kept me grounded. No, I don't have a problem because if I had a problem.
Yeah, I'd be
like,
trying to because and that's the point. Like, that's not where we're at, and we can be. I'm sorry, this butterfly is so pretty. I can't stop looking at it. It's so pretty. But no, yeah. So if you're out there, you're watching this, and you're being hemmed up or questioned by your partner about your opposite gender friend, you're supported, you're seen, and it's not wrong, and you shouldn't have to choose. And that's the one thing I'm gonna end on. Like, when I met you and I had a boyfriend, I made a decision. Like I didn't go ask him, like, cause I'm me, and I knew you, and I knew my boundaries and who I am as a woman and yours. Like I trusted you. Yeah, it was. That's how it clicks. That's how people become friends. So it's like when I introduced him to my partner, it was simply out of respect because he was male, not for permission. I need to make that clear. Like I knew I was already your friend. I just had to let my boyfriend know. Like, oh, we're friends. Okay, fuck. Okay, let me go tell. But yeah, like, and yeah, like, and it worked. Like because and I'll give him that in the space me and my partner were in. We were great, and we in certain things we trusted each other, especially with me. Not like not to gas myself, but like when I'm with someone, I'm with that person. Very, very much monogamous driven. Do I have my fun? I'm grown. Mind your business. But yes, when I'm with someone, I'm with someone. And like you knew that about me right away. So it's like I think that solidified it too. Like, oh, like we both don't gotta feel uncomfortable. Like she can get drunk as hell and I know that her character, her morality won't change. And vice versa. We just gotta find a way to get home. So yeah, and that was like, yeah, that's just like I guess us in a nutshell. I guess like a great introduction of like the vibes that we'll be bringing. Anyway, the vibes that we'll be bringing. And you'll learn about inside stupid jokes like that, you know?
I will. That's a great place for us to end on, but I'll just add something that you've said multiple times before where, like you said, it wasn't you asking your boyfriend for permission because you're grown. It's just like, I'm out of respect unless you know this is my friend, blah, blah, blah. And obviously I was a single man at the time when I have dated someone or when I was with my ex. We made that very clear.
With your oh, that's kind of burn. Okay, we're gonna talk on that really quick.
Go ahead.
Because my ex was very much understanding. Yeah, because we had an understanding. Of course. She had a lot of insecurities that she hid from you, and that's obvious after the fact because she did not like me. She didn't. Not in one bit.
I don't think she liked me.
No, like yeah, she didn't like me. Like and she performed a lot because she saw our friendship, like and like intimately, like, and she saw me go through that separation, like so she couldn't even really be mad because I was like, dude, my boyfriend just left me or we left each other, whatever, and like you're the cool girlfriend, right? Yeah, but she ended up not being that, and that's fine because people are meant for seasons, bro. Some people are roots and some people are branches. It doesn't make them any less of a tree.
And we can end on that because that was beautiful. Yeah. Was nice. I will say thank you guys so much for watching, checking out the first podcast. I want to thank my best friend Jen for coming back on.
Thank you for having me.
Give you a little clap, or you do your little.
Well, sound period. Also, any ideas for topics now that you know that are dynamic and like any questions, feel free to always hit the comments and we'd love to like touch on it. And yeah, no, I just want to end on it. I'm just happy to be here, man. Everything that we've gone through, everything that you've seen me go through and vice versa, to be in this space right now is divine and aligned. So let's get it.
True.
I always say, take your vitamins, drink your water, and mind your business. And that's it.
There you go. You heard it from her. All right, guys. Thank you so much again for joining us here on the first episode of Slick Talk Real Combos. I've been your host, Slick Rick. She has been my guest and still my best friend to this day, Jen, a.k.a. Jen and Juice, a.k.a. Panini, a.k.a. White Claw Mommy.
On the block.
And we hope you guys will join us. Until next time, make sure you go out there and have some real conversation with somebody. Real, like someone in your life, someone you love. Make sure you have real conversation with them. I think communication is the most important thing you can have in any sort of friendship, relationship, business relationship. So make sure you get that done. And until you do that, I'll see you guys next week on our next episode of Slick Talk Real Combos with me, your host, Rick on DK, aka Slick Rick.
To the any game.